You're going to start off by picking the fabric of your choice. Then you're going to cut out 2 rectangles. I cut mine into a 8 by 10 inches so that it'll allow me some room to sew. But measure your face and determine what works best for you. Now you're going to sew the 2 longest sides of the fabric together. Make sure the opposite side of the fabric is facing the outside. Once you're done sewing the 2 longest sides together, you're going to now turn the fabric right side out. Make sure that the 2 shortest sides are not sewn together. Now trim off the extra thread on each of the 4 corners. In this next step, you're going to carefully fold in an even amount of fabric inside. I did about 1/4 of an inch. Next, I'm going to clamp the edges to keep it in place. Do the same to the other side. After my 2 edges have been folded in, I'm going to remove the clamps to start pleating. This step is a little bit difficult. It takes me a couple of tries to get the pleats that I want in my mask. These pleats will allow for a better fit. Now that I'm satisfied with the results, I'm going to check front and back to make sure that the pleats are evenly spaced out. I'm going to now clamp the edges so that my work stays in place. As you guys can see, I'm not a very big fan of measuring things. I like to eyeball and go with feeling. It makes it a lot better for me to work. This is how I measure to make sure that they are spaced out evenly. I just put them together like a sandwich. Now it's time for the ear loops. I used 2 elastic bands I cut into about 5.5 inches. I'm gonna now take my Sharpie and mark where I need to slide it in. Otherwise, I won't know where to stop and my ear loops will be different sizes. Now it's time to put in the ear loops. Make sure you slide it in between where the opening of the fabric's at and stop where you've made your mark. Attach the ear loop to the very top edge as well as the very bottom edge of your mask. Repeat this step on the other side. I sometimes get carried away and forget to add the very bottom part of the ear loop. Once both of the ear loops are on, it's time to trim the extra thread. Here's what your match should look like. The sizes may vary and the pleats might be different depending on your preference. A few helpful tips is to make sure that you set some extra fabric aside to practice at first, and always make sure you check your work after each step. For my next video, I'll be making a freestanding sneeze guard, so don't forget to tune in. Make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on your notification. Until next time, be safe guys.